Hey, 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 beautiful souls. Welcome to Freebie FriYAY. My name's Lisa Diane Lyle, and this is my channel here on YouTube. A very warm, oh my gosh, the dog's just, Rex, just give me 1 second. I don't know what's going on right now. Are you okay? What's going on? What's going on? Go get something to drink. Go get something to drink. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, all was calm on the home front and then it wasn't. Anyways, a very warm welcome to this edition of Freebie FriYAY. This is the night where I'm here and I pull cards for those of you who show up here during the live. All you need to do is comment here in the live stream and be a subscriber to the channel. So, how is everyone doing? It is Friday, the 27th of February, 2026. Where is time going? It's flying by. So, I'm going to get the Palo Santo going, and then I'm going to just see if anyone joins me here and would like some cards. Otherwise, it'll be short and sweet. I don't have a lot to say today. It was a beautiful day. A beautiful day in the neighborhood. It was a beautiful day in the neighborhood. It was good to be me. Yeah. So, at this time, I'd like to ask that I'm a clear and pure channel to bring through messages from Source Divine, loving and kind, with the intention of supporting those who land here to achieve their greatest and highest timeline in this lifetime. So, 212. I'm going to just clean up my desk here or my table here a little bit and wait and see if anyone joins me. Like I said, otherwise, I don't have a lot to say today. It was a really beautiful day. The sun was shining here. My ears are ringing like crazy right now. The sun was shining beautifully here today. I, as per usual, got up and took the dog for a walk and then came home and I did my laundry today because I didn't feel like doing it last night. And, I had a really interesting conversation today. I was walking down to do the laundry, and there was a gentleman walking in front of me. He was obviously a contractor here doing some work in the building. And on the back of his jacket, it said Adam's apple. And it was a full apple, a nice full green apple on the back of his jacket. And when I got close enough to him, because he was walking in the same direction I was, when I got close enough to him, I said, you know what? That's got to be the best branding I have seen in a long time. I love it. I said, in the apple, it's a nice and full apple. And that segue led to about a 20-minute conversation, highly spiritual, right up my alley. And at the end of the conversation, I said to the gentleman, I said, this conversation gives me hope. It gives me faith. It strengthens my faith that we can do this. Humanity, HUE, you and I, can break ourselves free of this timeline, which has had us living a lot of our life in our mind and had us feeling perhaps at times in our life that we were out of our minds. But we're not. We're absolutely not. And there's a lot of people like us out there. We may not see it all the time. And I was so delighted to connect with it today. And, I'm so excited for all of us. I'm so excited for the path that is opening up for us as a result of our dedication and devotion to the heart that beats within the matter that is us. The divine cup overflowing with love, as love. So The time was shifted today because Rex and I this afternoon we went. The sun was shining. It was a beautiful, beautiful day. It felt like spring. Spring is definitely in the air around here, and so we went for a 2.5 hour walk. It was gorgeous, and I'm hoping tomorrow is equally as gorgeous. So far I'm here alone and just yammering along, yammering on. Um, so we are a few days away from we're 5 days away from the Virgo full blood moon lunar eclipse. And I'm really excited about that because it's happening just after 6 a.m., just before sunrise. So here in my part of the world, we're going to be able to see both the sun and the moon come up over the horizon. It's going to be spectacular. I'm just, I hope I get myself out of bed to go and witness this baby. I'm very excited about that. And I'm very excited about the changes that this eclipse season is presenting for us. And again, remember, we're always presented with opportunities. It's up to the individual, that's you and I, as to whether we're going to harness the power of the moment and go forward living our best life. There's also something really special about this Mercury retrograde, which began yesterday at 22 degrees of Pisces and will remain retrograde until the equinox on the 20th of March. So that feels very exciting too. It's almost as if there's some things, Mercury retrograde, we get to revisit things, and oftentimes things come up from the past, good, bad, or otherwise. This feels in some ways that whatever's coming forward for us during this metrograde. Oh, don't be such a metrosexual. Um, it feels that whatever's coming up for us with this Mercury retrograde, or perhaps conversations we may be presented with, are going to help us open up and expand on the chosen path. Hey Zach. Hi Sarah. Yes, I am pulling cards today, absolutely. So let me know if you would like me to pull some cards for you. We'll only be here as long as there's people here. Hey, Angela Raven, welcome back, sis. So it feels like this Mercury retrograde, there's something very important about this retrograde, and that it's landing, it governs Virgo, Mercury governs Virgo and Gemini, the twins and the Virgin. And this feels that I was thinking a lot today. I started to think about taking some notes for this live around the astrology. And then my guides just said, wing it, Lisa. And so I'm going to wing it, as I often do. And what I'm really feeling is there's something incredibly healing about this eclipse season. We had our new moon in Aquarius at the very final degrees of Aquarius, very final degree of Aquarius. I don't ask me to the date, but like 10 days ago. And now with this full moon at 12, almost 13 degrees Virgo, it feels like a tremendous amount of healing around the archetype of the divine feminine. And it's almost like a reclamation of what has been stolen, not just from the feminine, from all of the children upon Mother Earth, men, women, and truly children. We're all children. And it feels like this is about, my ears going crazy right now. It feels like this is almost like the homecoming for the feminine. And it's deeply healing and it's deeply transformative for both the masculine and the feminine, if that's making sense. I hope I'm making sense. So I'm going to check in with some of the comments here because I do have company. Hey, Wolf Mother, welcome. Zach is up first for a card. Anyone else Sarah would like some cards? I'd like to know when I'm going to hear from Jeff again. Sarah, that I think I've mentioned it before. This isn't the channel for that kind of, those kind of messages unless they come up. Because years ago when I was guided to create Wisdom of the Heart on Facebook, what my guides, because a lot of people came when I started to do free readings and stuff. A lot of people would come and they'd be like, oh, I saw this guy at the coffee shop and our eyes locked, and is he the one for me? And what my guides said to me at that time is that I'm not here for entertainment. I am entertaining, and yet the work that I share, the things that I share, the things that I do is for healing of the individual that connects with me, that is guided to receive from me. And when we get into the realm, like there's a lot out there that'll do this predictive type readings and stuff. I'm more about supporting you, the individual, to dive in and clear away from within your experience so that you can figure out and discern what is right and true for you. And when it comes to relationship and connection with others, the best thing that we can do for ourselves and for anyone else as an act of love is to focus on ourselves and being an integral vessel, as well as allowing others to unfold and unravel. I mean, we've all been through it. And so it's about allowing everyone their space to go through that metamorphosis of from the caterpillar to the butterfly. So I'll pull cards for you. Yeah, general reading. I'm sorry, Sarah. I just wanted to say that again, just because free will choice comes into play. And we're not here to coerce others to see life our way. We're not here to coerce anyone. We are here to break, in many cases, generational curses as we heal generational karma so that we may settle nicely and confidently upon the wheel of destiny, what is meant for us in this experience. And in order to have the experience that's meant for us, we have to cultivate from within our experience and be the because what we're all, well, I don't know, what I would like to believe that we're all looking for is an energetic match, a match that is of a similar frequency that harmonizes and supports. It's like a symphony, a bittersweet symphony of life. Okay, so Zach is up first. Friday, finally. I know it felt like a long week. And how have you felt? On Sunday, we were the theme for the week was from shaky to stable, sacred ground. So how are you feeling? It's been quite an up and down energy throughout the week. Today feels lovely. Today feels absolutely, hey, Kim, welcome. Kim L is my youngest sister from, I think I was going to say YYC. Is it YYC? Anyway, she's in the lovely province of Alberta. So we have Alberta, Ontario, and Quebec in the house. Sarah, where are you from, sis? So Zach is saying there's lots of anger out there on the street. A lot of people are off the loop. Yeah, but you know what? Like that conversation I had today with Adam's Apple, is you're in Alberta as well. My sister's there also, Kim L. It really restored my faith, and in particular with the masculine. Like this man was of a similar vibration. He was speaking my language, and it was so nice. And I said at the end of the conversation, thank you for, my faith is even stronger now, knowing that we can do it. We can pull off anything. And how do we counter the anger? Well, I mean, if anger is coming up from within us, we must address it. we don't want to get too attached to what's happening out there. We really want to stay in our power, which is inner focused and remaining grounding, being the stable ground. So let people be off their rocker. And if a lot of people off the loop, I say, here we go, loop-de-loo. Here we go, loop-de-la. Here we go, loop-de-loo. All on a Friday night. I maybe had too much sun today. Okay, so we're going to start. Zach is up for some cards. I think it's going to be the Journey to Love card because that's the ones that they have me shuffling here. So I'm going to just move some stuff out of my way here. I'm feeling great today. I got so much accomplished. I'm just feeling when I'm finished the live, I'm going to go sit outside. I can see Jupiter up there twinkling by the moon. And this moon has got all the feels, folks. Are you feeling it? Okay, so actually, they're asking me to just pull a Journey to Love for all of us here as we get started with the individual messages. Perfect. Confirmation. Self-initiation. I put all the cards away, but we had that message this week. The crossing the bridge, the crossing as the initiate. This whole journey, stop pointing fingers outside and saying, oh, it's because of this or it's because of that life is this or life is that. We're the captain of our light ship, and our body is our light ship. And we are here for ships take us places. And we're here for kinship and friendship and this real feeling of being a part of the whole, like within the oneness. I love this because it's also the image on the back of the card. And so this is like, and it's a number 12. Those of you who know 12 is my number. The message that comes with 12 is that you are the channel of light. If we add the 1 plus 2, we get 3, the Empress energy. 12 is the Hanged Man energy. So those of you here are very well versed in the inner journey. And it takes time to, what am I being guided to say? So as much as we are inner guided, early in our development and in the we may along the way look external. Like maybe you come here and Lisa will have an answer for me. Well, I'll share some messages. I'm not the ultimate. I don't have your answers. I don't know. I hardly have mine most of the time. Actually, I'm pretty good on my own stuff nowadays. But I don't have your answers. What I do have is a clear connection to Source, who allows me and would like for me to share in this way, to serve in this way. And so I really feel like this is for all of us. It's like, how are you being called to serve? And who is it that you are serving? What is it that you're serving? I just heard, don't lose your nerve. Don't be absurd. Don't lose your nerve. Continue the course your heart has chosen, because this is speaking of this deep stability, grounding, connection to Mother Earth via the path of acceptance. This looks like a proposal. But it's more about like, are you willing now to put your hand in the hand of the man who stilled the waters? Are you willing to allow the hand of God, the loving hand of Source, to guide your life? And that doesn't mean we just sit back and like Source guides our life. We are the vessel. We are the light ship. Ships move us places. Movement. And so in order for our ships to move, we must, work with the waters within. And those of you here, we're here to keep the waters calm. This is about healing, and it's a 55. The 5s are about change. Always. And we know change is so uncomfortable, isn't it? Change is so uncomfortable, and yet this is how the seed grows. This is how the butterfly, or this is how the caterpillar is transformed to the butterfly through like a massive change. And at the end of the day, we are to be in our heart, in the moment, moment to moment. 55, it's a master number, it's the year. I'm at level 55 now. And it comes to a 10 energy, the new beginning that is born of the completion. And it's the brand new journey of the fool around the medicine wheel, let's say, of the fool through the various archetypes and the stages of development. And those of you who have been at this for a while, this is reward for inner work well done. You never gave up on yourself when it would have been easier to turn and run. You didn't do that. You stayed put. Heart of the moment. And it is a 16, which is the tower energy. And it comes to the 7, which is the chariot. Again, movement. We must be willing to let go of what wants to, and this Mercury retrograde is going to give us an opportunity to go forward and cultivate and grow within certain connections. And it's also going to, certain connections are going to be cleared away. Like there's no going back, if you know what I mean. And you may find at this time, they said to look at the bottom of the card, heart fire. A lot of red energy here, which again is that ruby ray, that nurturing energy, that mothering energy, all this red with this blood moon coming up. And the only card that's got like different colors on it is this one, where it's all kind of hues of green and white and golden. As we heal, our power becomes, or our vibration becomes more refined. It's like hitting the like a tuning fork. We are the tuning fork of the divine. And it's the divine that always seeks to guide. We just must be willing to listen inside. So now with that being said, we're going to Zach. So I hope those messages made sense. And I'm being guided to the Queen of the Sun Oracle and the Return of Spirit. So Zach. Oh, that one flipped out. And this came out yesterday, the accomplishment card. So again, as is being said, it feels like there is a need for us to celebrate. It's a little bit of a celebratory energy, like we've made it. And now it's like the integration that supports the level up, that opens up new pathways, because you have opened up new pathways from within, Zach. And this is speaking about your choices that have brought you to this point of celebrating. And I'm hearing you ought to be very proud of yourself. Very proud and confident. As I'm saying, you ought to be very proud of yourself. The confidence card comes out. Yes, be proud of yourself, Zach. Pat yourself on the back. This feels, every time I connect with this card, I feel such powerful. I feel like what I just like to call like a wisdom guide guiding you. And it's like, I just heard, yes, it's true. It's almost like you question whether you could really be that in tune, or you could really be that guided. And the answer is yes. Be confident in yourself, and be confident in the guidance you're receiving, trusting that inner knowing and taking the action steps, because the action steps are acts of love. I saw a meme yesterday and it said, this is going to be my new self-care. our new self-care practice should be talking to ourselves like we talk to a dog. Oh, what a pretty boy. What a handsome boy. Let me see that belly. Oh, look at that belly. Yes, you're so smart. You're so smart. You want a treat? Rex is looking like, is she talking to me? But imagine if we could talk to ourselves like we talk to our pets or like we talk to our babies. Like you're so brilliant. Yes, you're so loyal. And so let us begin to, I just heard, like, spoil yourself a little bit, Zach. And I said it to you the other day when you were here. I feel a definitive shift in your energy, Zach, and it's a level up and it feels really nice. And so I'd like to congratulate you, brother. And I would encourage you to work with the energies over the coming few days to, it's almost like the final purge, the final clear it away. And really, it's almost like your heart is set on co-creating with the divine. And so working with the energy of this full moon to burn away anything that prevents that beautiful heart of yours to shine. Remember, we are forged by the fire of our soul's desires. And being in the moment, Zach, is going to be best. And again, as always, an acceptance of life on life's terms, an acceptance of who you are in the here and now, acceptance of what's coming up. I feel like that's one of the greatest gifts here of the last year. It's like, it really is about accepting life on life's terms and not putting any conditions on life. And we all live in our own little land of illusion from time to time, and we create timelines and we try to bargain and barter with God. I mean, I've been doing that since the 70s. And it takes as long as it takes, but spirit always does show us, God always does show us, and oftentimes we're shown things in really entertaining ways, if you will, so that we can find the humor in things. And I used to always want to have things all figured out, and the message I've often received is, it's on a need to know basis. When you need to know, you'll know. So it's like, okay. So Zach, continue to grow in your continue to grow your confidence and continue to make those choices that support the experience of more love in your day-to-day experience. So showing yourself more love so that you're feeling more love. And because you know what, brother, you are the vessel of love. So, Zach, thank you so much for being here tonight. And I trust that those messages resonate. And then next, I believe it was Sarah. Let me just double check. I do want to go in order. Wolf Mother. I see Wolf Mother there. Yeah, Sarah and then Wolf Mother. And then Angela so far. So let's put those cards back in. So Sarah, you are up. Sarah, 1982. I'm assuming that's your year of birth. I was a dozen years, and I was just a couple years away from making my own choices and decisions at the tender young age of 14. 1982, much simpler time, wasn't it? Look at your life path there. It's like a 10 energy. Well, I mean, I'm reading it as 1010 right now. And so I feel like you're moving into a very fortunate time in your life, Sarah. And what I'm hearing, it's as you continue to show up for yourself, calling your power back, not placing it on external conditions when Jeff may reach out to you. Again, this is about you cultivating and becoming so strong in yourself. It doesn't matter if Jeff reaches out to you again, because maybe Jeff isn't meant to be in your experience going forward. I feel like there's a shift and change. And that shift and change is really dependent on how you show up for yourself moment to moment, how you're feeling. And if you're feeling like, you're placing your happiness or your worth or your deservability outside of yourself, you're going to end up settling. And you're going to end up settling for people and situations that are um, less than ideal. I was hearing and feeling like beneath you. And yet, as humans, as divine humans, brothers and sisters, there's not one above or beneath. We're at different places along the spiral of grace. Or perhaps, yeah, let's just say it that way. So let's get you some cards here. That's just intuitively what was coming through there, Sarah. Oh my gosh, no. Yes, okay. So exactly. So this card came out yesterday too, the illumination card. So in number 7, this card came out yesterday as well, the action card, number 2. And then this card didn't come out yesterday, but it's the recovery card. So it's kind of lining up with what I was feeling, Sarah. It's like you've already got the answers. Everything you need to know is inside of you. Sometimes the trouble is for us is that there's so much sludge and grime and stuff over top of the original blueprint of the child of light that is each of us, that it requires us to act lovingly towards ourselves. Every time I see this card, it's like a billy goat climbing up a mountain, or a mountain goat, I guess. But the 2 is about the high priestess, trusting your intuition. When the high priestess comes up, it's indicative of, intuitive knowing, and you're receiving intuitive nudges. And it really feels, they keep saying to me, calling your power back to yourself, putting your power, the reins in God's hands, and trusting that, things that we're being called to leave behind, or to let go of, is because they're not meant to be in our future. They're not, it's like every connection is an opportunity for soul growth. And when the growth has been achieved, a lot of times the connection is dissolved. And so there's something about that. I'm really feeling, Sarah, this is also about you. This is 15, is that devil energy. It's right, like the devil and the angel. Good cop, bad cop, good guys, bad guys. We're all of it. And yet it does feel like there's a lot of headiness. And so what I'm guided to encourage you to do is, during this Mercury retrograde period, Sarah, bring your focus back from the external, bring it all onto you, and see if you can spend some time reflecting, see if you can spend some time showing up for yourself. Like, again, we have this Virgo full moon. Virgo's very much concerned with the health of the physical body, the physical vessel that is the home currently of the eternal soul. Some may say the soul. I feel how I've always been taught by my team is like the soul is within us. And for me, it's the center of the heart, the most pure part of us. And so that's where you're being asked to bring your focus back to you and to address what's going on in the emotional waters. Because we want to attract, like attracts like. And if we're devaluing ourselves, if we're not acting as the integral vessel of light, we are going to compromise ourselves, and we're going to be easily compromised or easily led from the outside, when the ultimate guide is the heart that beats inside. So, Sarah, it does feel like this is an opportunity for you to level up. And you may be getting some ringing in the ears. Yeah, and we must be careful about the energy. I went to a convenience store last night, and it's not the first time I've been creeped out in there, but last night was a little over the top. And Rex and I had gone for a walk after work, and so I took him into the store with me. And the guy who I always have conversations with, he's like, how are you? And da, 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 da. I said, oh, I'm good. It's Friday night in my world, and I'm just tired. And this guy had the nerve to turn to me and say, oh, you need a erotic massage. And I was like, pardon? And he's like, oh, you need an erotic massage. And I said, I don't think I need an erotic massage. Um, Thanks, though. Like, I was so weirded out. And so it's really important as women, and I'm sure men get weird stuff too from women, but especially as women, it's so important that we're aware of things. And, there's a lot of instability in the world. And so it's so important that we show up for ourselves and become the stable ground. Yeah, I chuckle at the things men say too, because I kind of looked at him and I'm like, seriously? And okay, bud, it's not going to happen, but whatever. But it's kind of like inappropriate in some ways too. Like, who just goes and says to a woman that's not their wife or their partner or girlfriend or whatever that you need an erotic massage? Um, okay. So I just found that weird. So yeah, we have to be mindful of the energy that's going on. But Sarah, you can call on Archangel Michael and just ask him to cut that cord of attachment and to place protection around your home space and around you and all of that kind of stuff, because we are guided and protected. That disgusts Zach. It's so disrespectful. Yeah, I had another man in there one time ask me to go to his homeland with him and be his wife. And I'm like, where's your homeland? And like, we don't even know each other. Why would you think I want to be your wife? And they're from Afghanistan or something. But yeah, it's very, I don't know any respectable man that would say that to a woman that he doesn't really know. But this is how, and again, I feel like it's more important how we see ourselves. I'm not responsible for how someone views me. I'm not responsible for that. And, what does it say? Like, lust lives in the dark corners of people's minds and stuff. And, at the end of the day, I'm very, I'm strong in my own power. And yeah, so it doesn't worry me too much. But I am and not that I'm on guard, but I'm more mindful out and about, in the world. I'm glad it was spot on, Zach. And Sarah, I hope that there was something there that resonated with you. I think the ultimate message here for you is to be in charge of your own vibration, be in charge. Yeah. Be in charge of your own energy. That's the truth. So thank you so much, Sarah, for being here. And Wolf Mother, you're up next. And then Kim. Whew, I'm getting warm. You guys got a lot of spiritual energy around. Zach, I cherish you, your time and your energy, and all the love and support that you send my way. I'm so grateful. So grateful. I don't even know what the great music in 1982. Oh yeah. Was it Eye of the Tiger? We got the eye of the tiger. It's the thrill of the rise, not the fight. We used to be in the boxing ring of life. And now we've risen to the top. We're the cream of the crop. And we've risen to the top. And, the life going forward is like a couple of cherries on top. Yeah, and Zach says we're living amongst the lost ones, and let us be the ones who are found, and let us be the ones who are on solid and stable ground, so that we can lead the way and show the way and teach the way with integrity and share our tools. I wouldn't say any one of us here is, we all have different um, messages to bring through. We all have different technology to bring through. We're each the divine blueprint. And so it's up to us to focus on our vibratory field, if you will. Whew, I'm sweating. I am sweating. Okay, so Wolf Mother. Wolf Mother, Angela, and then Kim. Wolf Mother, Angela, then Kim. Wolf Mother, recovery. This has been a recurring theme for you. They're saying the top card as well. This has been a recurring theme for you in the last few weeks. Every time we've connected is this recovery energy. And I'm really guided to say you're doing great, because then look what you got. The Queen of the Sun, a 12 energy. So keep doing what you're doing. I mean, I don't even know if I have any messages for you, because it's like, on the other side of recovery, you are reborn. And I heard you'll continue to go back into the warm womb space, and you will continue to be reborn over and over and over again, each time coming more confidently, more stably in your own personal power, because you're going to continue to make choices for you that have you showing up as the empress in your own life. This the Queen of the Sun here, the power card, is the same image on the box for this deck. And this is about like going into the world unapologetically and incredibly magnetically. And it's like you go by and it's like whew, it's like a whoosh. What the hell was that? What was that? And so I would encourage you to keep doing what you're doing. And it's almost like I'm feeling like there's and perhaps this is a message for all of us as well, that it's almost good time, like every time Mercury retrograde takes place, it's like to allow ourselves to come up out of the baptismal waters again and again and again. I just heard the sacred lake. The sacred lake. The sacred lake fans the inner flame. And so I guess what this is saying to me, how I'm seeing it, is like when the emotional waters are in calm, right? When the emotional waters are calm, then the inner flame can glow, right? But when the emotional waters are, in upheaval, rough, choppy waters, it kind of like puts out the flame. So the message I'm really receiving is keep honoring the voice within that calls you, because I know you recently took some time to rest. Fire, look at this. And you're being recognized for what you have done. And spirit wants you to recognize, loving God, creator, source wants you to recognize how incredibly powerful you are when you tune in and trust your own inner resources. You are the resourceful one. You are the resourceful one, born for a life of fun. You are the cup of love overflowing. And do not be concerned with how slow you perceive you're going, how slow you feel you're going. The phone rings in the middle of the night. Is that it? No, that's a different song, isn't it? No, my phone. Yeah, the phone rings in the middle of the night, and my father says, "When you gonna live your life right?" Oh, Daddy D, you know you're still number one, but girls, they wanna have fun. Oh, girls just don't wanna have I can't do Cyndi Lauper. Uh, oh my gosh. Okay. So, Wolf Mother, that's what I have for you tonight. Wolf Mother is also known as Pebbles around here. So let the sun shine in, face it with a grin. Smilers never lose, and frowners never win. So let the sun shine out, let it all shine out. Keep your heart open and let the sun shine out. Let the sun shine out. Oh, oh, Wolf Mother, I'm glad there was so much synchronicity. I'm glad you're here for fun. We're here for a good time, not a long time, folks. So have a good time. The sun can't shine every day, but when we're focused on the inside sunshine, it can shine every day. Awesome. Yay. That's all I really want is some fun. What in the world can make it right? Oh, girls, they want to have fun. I think I loved it. Like I remember when that came out. I think it was 1983 or 84, right? And wasn't there was that boxer guy that was in the video um, in that played her dad in that video. Anyways, I can get sidetracked pretty easy. I can get sidetracked. Angela is up next. Angela, who I always want to call Angel. And I'd like to take this opportunity right now, Angela, to say I apologize if I seemed a little short or snippy yesterday during the live. I was feeling a little unsettled yesterday. And I know Angela had asked a couple questions, and I thought, was I just really short? Like in answering those. So if you, I just want to say I didn't mean to offend or anything. It was my own stuff, and I felt like I was a bit short, not like not my normal not my normal self. Okay. So, Angela. Yeah, Lou Albino. Yeah, Albano. That's right. That's the guy. Oh, Angela, look. Gratitude. They're saying the bottom card, so let me get that too. And then right under that is recovery again. So for a lot of us here, the coming few days and really the final few weeks of this winter season here in the northern hemisphere, continue to nurture yourself. Because there's like things are changing rapidly, and it's going to feel rapidly, but it hasn't really been rapid. It's been this unfolding over a period of time, and now the momentum is picking up, and so it may feel like quick things are happening, lickety split, Barbara trick, things are happening quickly, and so it's really important that we remain steady by again being a responsible light ship. And so gratitude's going to help. Melody Beattie, one of my favorite authors out there, well, one of the first spiritual teachers I really connected with after Louise Hay, but she writes that gratitude unlocks the fullness of life. And so can you, I feel like this is saying, because it's a number 32, which is my mirror energy for divine masculine. And it's like also it's comes to a 5. So it's that uncomfortable change. And I feel like you're being asked to cultivate some new, cultivate or practice some new self-care practices, some new pathways to self-care, some new pathways, because sometimes when we've been at this for a while, it can we can fall off the wagon, if you will, or roll off the yoga mat or off the meditation cushion or get out of our routine because of the density or the sometimes as single women, the overwhelming or oppressive responsibilities. And so I do feel like the message here for you, Angela, is to just focus on what is here for you in the here and now, and it's starting a little gratitude journal. And perhaps that's a practice for the next month. We've got March 1st coming on Sunday. So perhaps starting a new practice, starting a gratitude journal, 30 days of gratitude, and finding, and what I'm hearing is as you practice that, you're going to have a whole shift and change of attitude. And it's almost like the universe, and when we shift, then the universe shifts with us. When we change, everything changes. And like the truth of that is that nothing's changed externally, but we've changed. So the way we relate in the world and the way we perceive in the world has changed. And so gratitude opens you up to the unexpected adventures. This is a 4. This is about foundations. This is my number for the angels. This is the number for the emperor. And with that 2 masculine energies side to side, I do feel you mentioned yesterday that you were having some pain on the left side of your body. And what I'm feeling with respect to that right now, Angela, is that this is and with the left side pain, you may have your right shoulder sitting up this high because you're really in that masculine energy. And this is no shade. I mean, as women, we're often very much in the masculine energy. Those of you here that resonate with me, though, we're here to soften into our feminine essence via the healing of the masculine. And there was been talk, and it's been rolling around in my head a lot today about the implanted. We are clearing the implanted masculine, the implanted toxic masculine. And so I said right side of the body because this is always where I feel it, and this is where I am called to clear it through my experience. And it's usually the right breast area. And I find that really interesting because the breast, as a mother, the breast provides sustenance to our children and to life. So there's something there. I haven't really dove into it too much. What I'm feeling with you, though, Angela, is that this is allowing yourself some time for rest, right? Not giving up before the miracle happens. And how many times have you experienced miracles in your life? We all have. The fact that we're sitting here is a miracle. This is confirmation of what I'm feeling. And this is the violet flame of Saint Germain, the violet flame of transmutation, transformation. And so I would encourage you in the coming few days, Angela, is to sit and reflect and write about, or perhaps jotting down things that you'd like to let go of, whether it's mindsets, whether it's connections with people, whatever it may be that's holding you back, and then throw them into the fire of transformation. Call on Saint Germain, Archangel Michael, to work with you to clear this energy, because this is also about, the inner vision, the third eye. It's funny because I put a big piece of amethyst in my bed. I can't wait to get in that bed tonight. There's a big piece of amethyst in there waiting for me on my pillow. And my left ear is going a little crazy right now, Angela. And I feel like there's some loved ones in spirit around you that are kind of rallying around you. They want to boost your, they want to boost your immunity. They want to boost your confidence. They want to help lift you up and let you know that you're immune to the bullshit unless you choose it. So again, this is why, to answer direct questions and to answer questions about other people, it doesn't make sense because, we all have choices. We all have roles to play. And so I'm just feeling like you are guided and protected as you continue to clear away what's not supporting your elevate, and to expect the unexpected, to expect the miracle. And remember, you are the miracle. And so, Angela, I trust that something there has made sense for you this evening. Thank you so much for allowing me to connect. Zach's singing with us. You're very welcome, Wolf Mother. I'm glad they were the messages you needed to hear. Um, you're welcome, Angela. And now we've got uh, young Kim Lyle. Young Kim Lyle in the house. She's not so young anymore. I was 14 when Kim was born. Oh, look, that shifted. I'm going to put it back in, but shifting universes, shifting perspectives, shifting mindsets, shifting timelines. Okay, so let's get some Queen of the Sun Oracle for Kim. I just heard don't just do things on a whim, and don't just skim the surface. This is a time to dive in. As well, as I said, this is a time to dive in. I heard and catch your breath. So let's see here what's coming up. I'm not sure, like what I'm intuitively feeling about that is it's like diving into your own emotions, and it's going to help you to it's like catch your breath, but reestablish some sort of footing. You've got Grace here, and it's 37 Ostara spring, and this is about fertility. Grace, we all know grace is the unmerited gift. We move off of the wheel of karma onto the spiral of grace, and we elevate. And life is not a race. This is about the seeds that we're here sowing. This is about the seeds you're here sowing. And what is it that you're growing? What is it that you're cultivating in your day to day? And are you seeing growth in the spaces where you invest your time and energy? It looks like there's a lot of new growth here coming in. And I just heard it's time to get clear and release the fear, even if that means beginning over it again, because life is always beginning over and over and over again. Nothing truly dies. This is about moving. Oh, well, perhaps maybe it's about some boundary setting. And it's the eclipse. And it's a number 12. So you are the channel of light. You are eternally guided and protected. Look at that. You got the eclipse card, boundaries. And so it feels like there may be something perhaps recent or something in the coming days where someone is going to cross a boundary. Are your boundaries strong and stable? And this is about if someone crosses your boundaries, if you feel slighted, or if you feel misused, or whatever by someone else, it's because of a boundary, or perhaps you allowed your walls to come down. Boundaries, remember, walls and gates keep people out. Boundaries support our elevation, and it allows people into our sphere that are welcome here. Not everybody's welcome in our space. For far too long, many of us welcomed people in our spaces that really didn't deserve to be in our spaces, let alone looking at our sweet little faces. And this is again that hanged man energy. So there's a message coming here that says trusting what you know and staying calm and stable from your center, always guided and protected by angels. And I feel like, so Kim's 41, she'll be 42 this year. And I feel like by the time you reach the age of 44, Kim, it's like your life is going to be this whole new adventure. You're not even going to, that's how I feel for all of us. We can't even contemplate the magnitude of the greatness of the adventure that we're on. And this eclipse season with Mercury retrograde um, is really setting us on course to the life of our dreams. As long as we continue to stay centered. You know, a part of the conversation with Adam's Apple there today was about, he's like, oh, who are you, like Democrat or liberal or thing? And I said, look, man, I try not to get involved in the political theater. I mean, I'm center line. I'm team humanity. I want to see us all rise. Right wing, left wing, same bird. And so we can also look at ourselves that way, right wing, left wing, or right arm, left arm of the scale. And the center is where we're called to balance. Birthing. You are birthing this new life, Kim. And it feels like by the time of spring, there's something that earlier in the week I had said, we're in labor now. Now the head is crowning. What do? We start to bear down. And we work with our breath. I wouldn't encourage such shallow breathing. Working with deep breathing supports the birthing of the new into the here and now, and making sure your boundaries, you're not compromising yourself, you're not allowing others to overstep their role, their place in your life. You are in a strong role. I heard a strong role of leadership. And like most of us here, you probably originate from the stars. I mean, heck, we're sisters. We come from Venus, I think. Men come from Mars, strong and determined and fiery. And us women, we come from Venus, soft and gentle and loving. Those were big books back in the 80s. Men are from Mars, women are from Venus. We ought to get more back into our roles, because women, we took on a lot of that fiery energy. And this is really a time where the feminine is rebirthing herself into the softness of being the feminine. And we have a lot of high vibe intergalactic help. So I trust that something there resonated with you, Kim, because it's the bare necessities, the simple bare necessities. Forget about your worries and your troubles. Let them go away. Let them fly away like the little bird, flying away. Because we know we're letting everything fly away that doesn't align with our soul. We're here to align. We're not here to beg. We're not here to anything. We're here to align. To what? Source divine, loving and kind. No souls left behind. All souls are here to elevate. So I'm glad they resonated, Kim. And I'm off tomorrow. Like, call me. A fun little project we did at home, make a gratitude jar that we stick little notes in, things we're grateful for every day. It's so fun and to get into the gratitude attitude. Yes, I've done that before too. And we've done, like, I did little paper mache, stuck tissue paper all on the outside of it. So yeah, maybe I'll have to bust that out again. And Kim loves it, and she loves me. I love you too. You're welcome. Thank you. I'm not sure how you can save them. Maybe if you go on your screen and there's three dots there, maybe on the three dots you can download. Or maybe another suggestion might be, like, when I connect and I'm just reading just for you, that you record it on your device. Like, but I'm not really sure. I'm not very techy. I hope to get some tech support one day, because I do the best I can, but I'm really not sure. Sorry, Angela. But I would say maybe try those three little dots there at the side of the video. I'll see if I can figure something out. I think you can hit the three dots and maybe download the video or upload the video or whatever you do. I don't know. Let's just get a couple more cards for all of us, and then I'm going to call it a night. I want to go sit under that. It's a marvelous night for a moon dance. I want to go and sit and look at the moon and the stars up above in the sky. Ah, everything is unfolding in divine and perfect order. And this really feels to me like you are about to receive we are about to receive some pretty magnificent gifts from the divine. And it's almost as if we manifested wishes and dreams into this timeline. We have done amazing, amazing things. And there's a lot more amazing left to come because it's a vibe thing, right? We're not here to hustle. We're here to thrive because of our vibe. You can't fake a vibe. I mean, if we step into the field of another, that can't you feel it when someone comes into your field and you're like, oh, what's that? I did that the other day at the store. Someone came right up behind me and I was like, whoa, whoa, you just walked right into my energy field. And it was a real, like, I had to move away. I just move away slightly. So it's a vibrational thing. Continue to trust your intuition and the vision, the sacred vision of being a messenger of the divine, of aligning with the highest timeline that I'm so excited. I'm so excited about life. I'll see if I can figure something out for you. But I don't know, Angela, sorry. And whoa, I should have just left the bottom card there. But I'm really, it says sexuality on the one card. I'm more feeling into the colors of it tonight. And the pink and the green are the colors of the natural born healer, which many of you here are. Many of us are natural born healers, natural born leaders, natural born teachers and guides. And just because we were natural born as these things, very many of us ended up having rather tumultuous lives. Traumatized children who grew up into adults as traumatized adults. And we had to go back and address all the trauma and clear ourselves up. And a lot of the clearing happens through the sacred chakra, the sacral chakra, which is a point of how the energy on this planet has been held into place by the patriarchal energy is through the abuse of women and children. And those of you here, we're cleaning our act up, and we're clearing our channel up so that a lot of us will be teaching to children about the sacredness of their vessel and the sacredness of sexuality and the gift it is to be a boy or a girl and to grow up with an awareness of their own divinity. This is the greatest gift we can leave the world, is our awareness, the seed of consciousness that we are, anchoring that high vibe into Mother Earth and growing from there. And generations of children will benefit because of our commitment and dedication to the source of eternal love that lives in the vessel of flesh that is us in the here and now. With that being said, everyone, I'm going to call it a night. We're not here tomorrow. Saturday is my day off. We will be back here. Sunday at 11:44, and we'll tune into the upcoming energy for the week, for the eclipse and all the fun stuff that we're moving towards. I would encourage you to really take care of yourself this weekend. Get outside, feel the sun on your face. It was so nice to feel the sun on my face for a couple hours today walking around. My legs and hips are a little bit sore now. I do a lot of walking with this dog. I'm glad Zach is going to try to find himself a jar for the Wolf Mother. Thanks, Zach. A cool trip to the thrift store to find a fancy jar is also fun. Yes, Um, you're very welcome, Wolf Mother and Zach. I'd like to thank Angela, Raven, Wolf Mother, Zach, Sarah, and Kim for showing up here during the live. I trust something here in this wacky, wonderful live has made sense. And we'll be back here on Sunday to tune into the energetic of the week, the first week of March 2026. Where is time going? Time keeps on slipping, slipping, slipping into the future. Time keeps on slipping, slipping, slipping into the future. Who wants to fly with me? I want to fly like an eagle. Where? To the sea. Fly like an eagle. Let my spirit carry me. I want to fly like an eagle till I'm free. Oh, there's a solution. We're the solution. We are the solution. And the solution is simple, it's spiritual. Oh, so with that being said, my little pretties and handsome fellas out there, thank you so much for showing up. I see you, I feel you, I love you. I'm grateful for all the love you pour into my cup, and I trust that something here has felt like a drop of love into yours. Enjoy your Saturday, everyone. Or like my son used to say, this is how my son used to sing this: Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So I hope you have a great Saturday, and I look forward to seeing you all on sunny Sunday. Until then, take good care, and thank you, thank you, thank you so much for showing up and showing this gal some love. I am eternally grateful right here and now in the present. So thank you. Thanks again. Sunday.